Hello and welcome everyone to Getting Rich. My name is Zeki, and if you guys are new here, start subscribing. I'll talk about making money online, getting rich, how to get rich, and this is my second tip to actually get rich. So let's talk about mindset. Let's talk about mindset. You need to have a very good mindset. A mindset that you need. It's like thinking like, how can I do this? How can I beat this? Always working to try to be better at a certain thing, to get to a certain level, and to eventually succeed in that thing. You only can have that by striving. Try to think like a problem solver instead of a problem thinker. A lot of people think in problems. Let's say like, what if I get this amount of money, for example? What if I get this amount of money? What would happen? I'd have to pay more tax. I'll go out of my house, out of my parents' house. I'm going to rent an apartment. I'm going to have to pay for that rent. What if somehow I don't get the money anymore that I used to be getting? Things like that. And in most cases, it won't happen. What if it happens? Then you'll have to think like a problem solver and, try your best. And that's the thing. You gotta, how do I say it? You've got to fix your own problems. That's the best way I could say it. You've got to fix your own problems. And how are you going to do that? Well, by thinking, by looking for opportunities. There are a lot of opportunities. You want to make money and you don't have a lot of money? Go get a side job. See what works. Don't do something that is not going to pay you enough to pay your monthly expenses. And that's it. If you could do things like that, then you're done. You're literally done. You made it like that. Also, your spending habits are very important. Do you really see an importance to buy certain things? Like, let's say you have your monthly expenses and you have some money left over. Are you going to spend all of the money, maybe even go in debt, or are you going to save up some money? These are things that are so very little and so easy to actually do, but a lot of people are choosing the wrong choice. And I do understand, like, it is my life. I don't want to have delayed gratification. I don't want to have that. And I understand, having delayed gratification is hard, very hard. Sometimes you'll have to wait years to get rich. Are you ready for that? If you're not ready for that, then this video is not for you. This channel is not for you. If you are ready for that and you see yourself in a mindset that is going to, make you work every single day, make you desire every single day, you can't just dream and somehow get rich. You gotta work for it. You gotta work, not 24/7. And you shouldn't have less sleep or something, but you have to work. Things have to be done. And some people don't do that. A lot of people don't do that. That's why 95% of people are broke or just over broke, and the rest of the 5% is rich, because they understand the game, they understand the way money works. And of course, they didn't start out, most of them, well, not most, like 50%, 60% started out as a usual worker, bought his or her first house, and eventually sold that. It's things like these. But the daily expenses or monthly, weekly expenses are counting in. You shouldn't spend over what you can afford, and that's the main rule. But these days, everybody has a credit card, everybody's in debt, and they just live that way. It's so bad, but it is what it is. They just live that way. So yeah, mindset is a very important thing. Do you feel like working all day? Not all day, but do you feel like working on the days you only feel like working, or are you going to work on the days that you don't feel like working? That's what it's going to take if you want to get rich. That is the things you need to do if you want to get rich. You can't get rich like that, and you need to strive hard every single day. Just look at all of these football players, for example. Look at Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo. I know everybody knows him, and if we talk about him, he was so dedicated, and he worked like 12 hours in a day. He said he worked a whole lot. I know one interview he said I work a lot, and I had some friends of mine coming. They were football players. I don't know which player, but he was from Portugal, I guess, and he was staying at Ronaldo's house. He was training, and he said, bro, I have never seen anyone being so dedicated and training at a time like this. And it was like late at night, But that's the dedication. That's what he wanted. He wanted to become the best. He sees himself as the best still as of today. So yeah, if you have like that dream, and if you want to make something out of your life, not just by finance, but also success itself, having a great body, having good relationships and everything, then you have to really dedicate yourself and try to be a better person than you was yesterday. And according to finance, well, you need to understand some basic principles about finance, and that is number one rule: don't spend over what you can afford. So if you have like a house, a house, you got a mortgage, you know, and eventually you have to pay monthly, you know. And these guys at a bank, they don't care. They'll give you a house immediately, especially if you're living in America, in the US. They'll give you a mortgage like that, and you know, see how you are going to pay it back. So yeah, you got this mortgage, probably like 400K, and you see that bill is up to $1,000. You see. That's bad. That's very bad. You can't even pay like your normal monthly expenses, let alone a mortgage of $1,000. You know, speaking of the average American, like that. So yeah, don't overspend, especially on big purchases. Big purchases, you shouldn't overspend. I know everyone wants a big house, wants to say like, yeah, we're at that level, but they're not at that level. I know. So don't overspend. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2, save. Like, you need to have a buffer for if something goes wrong. I would say like $1,000. I don't know about your expenses, but I'd say like $1,000 is what you'll need as a buffer. $1,000. What if something goes wrong? You have that $1,000 to get back into. Only for these $1,000 is meant only for it's meant for only an emergency. You know, you can't just spend it like that. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to put $1,000 in this and that's it. No, it's meant to be spent only as an emergency. So it's a type of emergency fund you have for yourself, so you don't have to take a loan of someone else, of the bank. You know, you have to spend even more if you have to take a loan that you can't afford, especially when you're in time like that. So keep a $1,000 buffer. Yeah, try to. Your expenses are something and your income is something else. I don't know what your income is, but this is what you need to do with your expenses, with your income. Try to up your income. That's it. You know, you need to spend less and you need to make more. It's like so basic, but I know a lot of people, even family of mine, they just don't do that and they're going downhill. That's not how I want to see it. But yeah, also, if you got free time, think about yourself. What do you want in life? You got free time. You got so much free time. All right, what are you going to do? Going to play games all day? It's not like that. You know, sure thing, playing some games here and there sometime. You know, you gotta have fun, you gotta enjoy, but playing a game like non-stop and not getting anything from it except for like fulfillment for yourself, it's bad. Straight up bad. Bruh, don't do that. What are you doing with your life? Literally, you're playing a game all day. What are you doing with your life? But that's good. I don't think you're doing it, otherwise you'd be on the different side of YouTube. You're trying to make your life very good. I'd say that like this, you know, you don't have to spend anything from me. You know, I'm this free YouTube channel. You could get your free advice from here. Literally, try to get a good education. Look, hear me out, you know. Well, I'll say it later, or just go to my my other video. I'll put it in, and I'll talk about education out there. It's a bit more to it's a lot to say in one video. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, this is financial tip number 2. I think I got it like this. If you came all the way to the end, honestly, give me a like if you liked it. Subscribe to me. I'm going to do a lot of more tips, and hopefully, I just want you to succeed. Just how I want myself to succeed. I know it's different coming from me, but yeah. You need to get your finances up, and this is the way to do it. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Peace.